Hi everyone, happy Friday. We made it. Thank God. If you are not new, welcome back. If you are new, welcome to the channel, welcome to the party. Let's have some fun. So, Titans, season 3, episode 6, Lady Vic. Like I said in my initial reaction, bomb episode. I took my notes. Let's just get right into it. So, we open up and Blackfire is at Wayne Manor. And she is, I guess, going to be a part of the Titans for now, which I'm here for it. I am. And I'm also here for the eventual betrayal because I know it's coming. I know it's coming. She's not going to be there for long. Definitely not by the end of the season. So I can't wait to see how that plays out. But there's this hilarious moment in this scene between Starfire, Blackfire, Superboy, and Gar. The comedy was incredible in this episode. Essentially, Blackfire assumes that Superboy and Gar are servants, and Superboy in particular is her male servant, to which he will attend to her needs. I was dying. That was a really funny exchange. We cut from that to a time jump. These damn time jumps. So we cut back 6 years ago. And this is the section of the episode that this is where my confusion lies. Like I said, everything having to do with Barbara Gordon is just kind of a mess. Because I have no idea what the writers want her to be. I wonder if they know, because it seems unclear by what they've now established with this background information from 6 years ago. So we do the time jump, and Barbara's just stealing for kicks and giggles. Like, I'm just very confused. And when Robin catches her, her explanation is, well, I just want to keep my dad on his toes. What? This is Gotham City. This is Gotham City. All the shit that goes down, I promise you, Barbara, you don't need to go out of your way to break into a museum and steal a vase. And then it doesn't even make sense because in the next scene, when you're talking with Dick and you're having a drink with him, you're talking about how your dad doesn't even go in the field like that. He just fills out reports and dodges red tape. So how are you keeping him on his toes if he's not in the field? And you know that Batman or Robin is going to respond to the call. I'm just so confused. So they're having, after everything goes down, like I said, Barbara and Dick are having a drink. And I noticed in this scene that Dick is a lot more laid back. He's a lot more carefree. He seems a lot happier during this time. I just thought that was interesting to note, given his stoic nature in the present. And I love how they put a cap on him to make him feel younger, even though it didn't work, but it was funny. And they just tied Barbara's hair back and they said, we're done. They look 6 years younger. I just thought that was really funny. So Dick questions Barbara about the stealing, quoting it as Selena Kyle shit, which I thought was pretty funny. And Barbara's explanation really just confuses me. She says that she wants to be seen as more than Commissioner Gordon's daughter. She wants to do good in the world, like actual good in the world. And my response to that is, how in the world does that correlate with you stealing just to steal? How does that correlate? Oh, it doesn't. So then Dick extends an invitation for Barbara to join him and Bruce, in the field. And she's like, well, nah, it's not really my thing because you guys work for my dad, which is just false. That's just false. Batman, first of all, works for no one outside of himself. Second of all, we all know that him and Commissioner Gordon have a working partnership. They are partners unofficially. He does not work for your dad. The same dad that you said it doesn't even go out in the field like that. And then she was like, you and Batman, you guys follow the rules. I like to break them. Batman, and by extension Robin, are really the antithesis of following the rules. They follow a moral code. That's different than following the rules, because Batman has many times taken part in breaking and entering, bugging people's houses, blowing up cars, like anything he needs to do that's a little bit outside of the law, he's going to do it. So I don't know where Barbara got that from, but whatever. That leads to her asking Dick if she'll go rob something with him, and he actually agrees for some reason. And they go do that. Whatever. I don't know how Batman didn't find out about that. So then they're in their bedroom, and Barbara and Dick kiss. They have a moment. And then it cuts back to the present day. Dick wakes up, part of it was a dream. And he remembers, oh yeah, I was kind of shot the last episode. So Corey and Gar are treating his wounds. And I just love this scene because Corey is really the protective girlfriend. Like, it's so cute to see her getting upset that this was a result of Barbara Gordon's actions. She was like, maybe I should go have a talk with her. It was so cute to me. But Gar is extremely upset with Dick because he's being reckless and he could have died, right? And I don't think it's not really getting to him that these people care about him and they're concerned with his recent actions, right? Cut from that, we cut to Jason and Scarecrow, who are walking through the little drug room, or I know that's not what it's called, but they're making the drugs and whatever. And this part of the episode took a backseat, the Jason and Scarecrow stuff, which fine by me. That is so fine by me. But basically, Jason wants to sell the drugs. He wants to take them, sell them on the street. Scarecrow is like, yeah, we're not doing that. And then Jason's like, well, nothing is going through without my okay. And I was like, ooh, Jason, you thinking you have some sort of authority over Scarecrow. Boy, no. And then this leads to Scarecrow introducing Jason to Lady Vic, who just murders a room full of doctors and steals a piece of medical equipment for whatever reason. We never find out in this episode. I assume they'll tell us as time goes on. Dick learns of the attack. He comes back to Wayne Manor and finds out Blackfire was here. And this scene was cute because Blackfire pretty much clocked Starfire's attraction to Dick and their chemistry and whatnot. So many Dick Corey scenes in this episode. It was amazing. Dick and Corey go to investigate what happened at the hospital, but Barbara Gordon says, you're not allowed to go through. So Corey's kind of fed up and she's like, whatever's going on between you and Barbara, fix it and fix it now. Dick goes to visit Barbara to repair the partnership, and this scene just reaffirmed my annoyance with Barbara Gordon. Oh, she's so annoying. She's so annoying. So she brings up this argument of, well, that's why I don't like vigilantes, because they think they're above the law. I know Barbara Gordon is not on some friggin' high horse trying to tell Dick Grayson that he's so, because he thinks he's above the law. Barbara, please. You were more than a vigilante 6 years ago. You were a criminal. Full out. Just for shits and giggles. You were a criminal. So don't even try that. And then you went from that to being a vigilante. Like, really? Okay. Anyways, so meanwhile, back at Wayne Manor, Corey and Superboy are going over what was stolen from the hospital and how they're going to track down Crane. And Blackfire, here she comes, shaking the table. This is why I love Blackfire in this episode. She is shaking the table and creating new conversations. So she interjects with a noble plan to investigate on the street level to figure out like what's going on with this stolen piece of equipment. And Starfire kind of dismisses it, and then Blackfire was like, well, okay, I guess maybe you're just more comfortable taking orders from others instead of taking the initiative yourself. I said, this was needed. Like, I'm glad that she brought this up because we're 3 seasons in, and Starfire, you're just as much of a leader as Dick is. You don't need to wait for him or anyone else. Like, do your thing. Do your thing. So Blackfire, Starfire, and Superboy travel to this location that'll give them a lead on Crane. And Blackfire and Superboy have a moment in the car. And I thought it was really nice. They sort of share similarities with one another on how they feel sort of displaced in life, and they're struggling to figure out their identity outside of, I guess, really their title. With Superboy, it's, that mantle of Superman, and with Blackfire, it was her being a royal. And Blackfire is like explaining her treatment on Tamaran, and I just thought it was great. I thought it was a really great scene. Meanwhile, Gar and Dick have a moment of their own. Gar asks, were you planning to kill Jason at the cabin? And Dick was like, well, no, I wasn't. And I'm glad that he said that. And you can tell that Gar is really, really holding out hope that Jason has some sort of good left in him. And I thought that was great. Him and Dick seem to be the only ones who feel like Jason is, not completely irredeemable just yet. And that's great, because everyone else is ready to kill him. So, and then Dick and Gar end up obtaining the audio files from the attack at the hospital. And I thought this was my favorite scene in the episode. I loved how Dick used some sort of audio visual recollection technique. I don't know what it's called. Whatever it's called, it was badass. He sat there, he listened to it, and he listened to every decibel to figure out what weapon was used, where, what hand. I thought that was great. And, by extension, Gar, because he was teaching Gar the technique a little bit. So that was an awesome moment for me. Highlight of the episode. So meanwhile, Barbara gets lured into an alleyway by herself by Lady Vic, because they knew each other, 6 years back, and they get to fighting. And after that happens, Dick ends up checking in on her, and they almost have a moment in her apartment. That whole time I was like, Dick, don't kiss her, don't kiss her, don't kiss him, nobody kiss, leave, go, leave. Because as everyone knows, I am a forever Dick and Starfire shipper. It just is what it is. So I was like, please, please, please leave it in the past. Please, please, please. But there's obviously some lingering feelings there, and I wonder what that's going to lead into. Like, are we going to get a love triangle? Because it happened in the comics, and it was like really wild in the comics. The love triangle between Starfire, Barbara, and Dick. Dick was a true dick during that time. So, I don't know. Hopefully we don't get a love triangle, but whatever. To really wrap the episode up, Jason takes matters into his own hands. He acquires all the drugs. He and some friends, try it out, and they end up shooting up the restaurant where Tim Drake works, and they end up shooting his dad. And so I was like, ooh. And then that's where it ended, on a damn cliffhanger, and I wanted more. So that was pretty much it. That's pretty much all I have. What did you think of the episode? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Let me know. Otherwise, I will catch you guys next week. Bye.